Welcome back, Patriots, for another episode of the Balt Brad Show. Today is officially October 24th, and Donald Trump is still, by far, not even close, the best president in American history. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. You had to, I'm not, no, we're not muted. Everybody settle down. You just think we are because you're drunk at 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I'm a little late. We had to make sure, look, we're not doing the show without coffee, folks. Okay, we're having a rough morning. Okay. I'm having a rough morning, Jeff and Karen. Okay, Steve, come on, Steve, please. All right, here we go. Okay, all righty. Everybody tuck yourselves in, get ready. Some of you are still in bed, you weirdos. Some of you are watching me laying in bed. I knew it. Knew you're into some kinky, weird stuff. Okay, let me get this going really quick. Bada bing, bada boom. And we are live. Yes, some people think this is pre-recorded. No, the nice thing about recording is, well, one, you'll start on time, and two, you can edit out your nonsense where you screw up. I've always said, doing a live show is, it almost reminds me of theater when I used to do theater, because you can't really mess up. And when you do, you kind of want to hide it. Now, the problem is when you mute your mic, there's no real hiding it. You just screwed up. So it is what it is, but you can't get embarrassed. You know what I mean? I'm already silly enough as it is. One thing I thought was interesting that I wanted to share with y'all. It almost reminds, a lot of people are pushing that they want communism and stuff, right? And let me put this up here for you guys just to get the chat going on the screen. You have these psychos coming out saying how much they love communism or even socialism, and that's a big deal. When you want to try to change America from a free market, we'll put in air quotes, because we're not totally a free market, you know what I mean? But we have elements of free marketism. Well, they want to switch us to socialism or communism. Now, that's a big deal. You wanting to change an entire country and how it's ran. Looking back and seeing how communism sucks and so does socialism, it's a big risk. And what's weird is with any risk, usually you want to take it for a little bit of a spin. You know what I mean? Like when you're about to drop $40,000 on a car or something like that, what do you go do? What do you do when you're looking for a car, you're not sure? Even if you are sure, you take it for a test drive. You take it for a little bit of a spinny spin, You smell the leather to the capacity that Joe Biden sniffs a young little girl. That's what you do. You take it for a spin. Some people do that dating, looking for marriage. They'll take it for a spin, if you know what I mean. Well, my question is, and has always been, and is your question, why don't they take communism for a little bit of a spin? Why don't they go to North Korea and just take a little bit of a spin, live there for just a little bit. I'm not saying for a long time. In the same way, you're not test driving that car for a long time. You're taking it for a little bit of a spin, just wetting the whistle a little bit with it. Well, just wanted to get your thoughts in the chat on that one. It's Friday. It's a loosey-goosey show. Yeah, we started late. You rubbed it in. Okay, you hurt my feelings, Jeff. I hope you're happy. All right, here we go. I figure I need to start laughing more on the show. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm not saying you are like animals. Okay, do not misunderstand me right now. But when you have your dog and you get riled up, the dog gets riled up too. Okay. When you are the captain of the team, sure, you could rile up the crew. And I'm not looking to rile you guys up. Okay, look at me. Bradley's not looking to rile you up. Bradley's looking for you to have a good time. So let's do this. This was a big deal. I couldn't believe this, man. What's up with the NBA? The FBI unveils a massive mafia-tied gambling scheme involving big names in the NBA. Did y'all hear about this news yesterday? Oh my God. The United States strikes another drug boat, bringing poison to our shores, which we'll see. I mean, they're doing this every day now. The military has to be excited that finally they get to do something. And sparks fly at the final debate for New York City mayor. But will it sway the race? I'm not so sure, man. People really seem hell-bent on, what's that guy's name? Oh, yeah. Mamdani Shmamani. Well, here's the NBA gambling ring. I'm not an NBA fan, but a sprawling NBA gambling scandal was announced on Thursday, resulting in dozens of arrests, including former and current NBA players, coaches, and members of the Italian mafia. Yo, I've heard for so long that the NBA was rigged. I've heard the same thing about the NFL, by the way. The one thing I've never heard was rigged is the NHL. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a big hockey fan and an NHL fan, but it's also a really hard game to rig, dude. First of all, it's just hard to score anyways. I suppose there's a goaltender that could be in on it. It's like, oh, oops. The alleged scheme involved more than 30 people arrested, including Miami Heat point guard Terry Rozier and Portland Trail Blazers head coach, a former player in the Hall of Fame. Whoa, I wonder if he's going to be stripped. Well, I would imagine, right? Like they'll strip your what do you even call that? Your Hall of Fame medal? I don't know. I should have shaved my neck. It's rough. Charges from the investigation included wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, and illegal gambling. Dude, what an insane thing. I think there's Cash Patel, actually. Let's go to Cash here. You think Cash stands on an Apple box when he's doing press conferences? Does anybody, when anybody's writing in Cash's name for Cash Patel, does anybody ever put in the word actually Cash? I do all the time. I do. Because it's supposed to be Kash, not Cash. So silly. So silly. Alrighty, here he is. I want to listen to a few clips here. Everybody put on your headphones now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, down the street. By the way, this was so wild. Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, suggested that this was revenge from the president for all the kind of left-wing activism of the NBA. Your response to that, 15 seconds.
I'm the FBI director. I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history, and I live most of my time in Washington, D.C. It's right up there with Adam Schiff. We arrest people for crimes.
We're all now dumber for having to listen to what Adam Smith has to say. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Now, I didn't do the full quote because we don't have time, but here's Cash on his Apple box. I love Cash. Cash, just as much as I love you, I still want that Epstein stuff out. Just saying.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families.
Dude, this is like one of those old movies, you know what I mean? They got the Bambino. Yo, Terry, they got the Bambinos. Yeah, they were doing some gambling, my man. They got the Bambinos, the Mamachis, the Comanche Mananis, they got the Linguinis, they got the Pasta Milanis, they got the 4-cheese Pasta Raranis. It's crazy.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud,
Well, oh, yeah. Look at this clip. So there's actually a clip of the guy throwing the game. That's not the greatest clip, though. It's a good clip, but I mean, they like cut it in half. Here, let me see. Yeah, we can still see. So just watch this. It's wild, dude. I mean, it's obvious. It is so obvious. So it's this guy here, and there's multiple clips of it. Watch him just throwing the game.
Meter, and the meter's still running, which is still going. Yeah. Oh, Rozier turned it over again, having a tough night. And Rozier off the DHO, and he turned it over, turned it up. But you don't want to play with your crew, especially against the Miami Heat. I tell you, hey, you don't like playing in Miami? Yeah, they do. Clock down to 3. They got to get busy. Rozier with a 9-1-1 comes up short. And on Merrill. Rozier, a contested 3 is short. The ultimate teammates and sacrifice so much. Rozier on the show and go. That all year. Empty corner 2-man game. Rozier with a 3. Anderson with a rebound. Rozier relocates for another try. Well, that was.
Now, I don't know if this will say it. I was reading this yesterday. Yeah, this one doesn't have it. I guess he told players ahead of time, like, I don't know if it was on his team or what, that he was going to leave the game early. So this only took place in like the first like 9 minutes or 10 minutes of the game or something like that. I think he only played 9 minutes. So that's a thing. And there was also people that are known gamblers. There's people that go to Vegas all the time, stuff like that. I guess behind the scenes, people have known about this for quite some time. It wasn't, I guess, some secret, and it was just being let go, which I find pretty astonishing. So that gives the NBA a really, really bad look. So you had that one there for you. What else do we have? We have the drug boat strikes and Russia sanctions. The U.S. military carried out its 9th strike against what is called a drug boat, known as a terrorist entity heading towards the United States. Now, yesterday on Dark MAGA, we announced that Donald Trump did officially declare war, man. He did. Now, he could go to Congress, and most likely, as Philip Wegman said, most likely they'll accept that declaration of war. That, are you going to do it? And he said, no, he doesn't need a declaration of war because they've been sanctioned as a terrorist entity. But you almost kind of want it because then I don't want to say you have unfettered access because you kind of still do with this one. But I mean, when you have a declaration of war, that's where people's booty holes start puckering up a little bit. Pete Hegseth announced on Wednesday that the military carried out its 8th and 9th strikes against drug boats. These strikes took place in the Pacific Ocean. A first up until now. The strikes have been targeted in the Caribbean, which is known for smuggling. There's actually a mention of this a long time ago that we covered, and it was kind of one of the criticisms of the Democrat Party, where they said that they thought it was weird that Donald Trump was only focusing, if I have this right, on basically the Atlantic side, and they weren't focusing on the Pacific, when the Pacific, I think, has, I don't want to say the majority of the drugs flowing through it, but they did say something like a lot, and that this was just a way for Trump to, oh God, I'm really trying to reach back, do something against, I think it was Venezuela or Maduro or something. This was just to get back at Maduro, so that's why he's doing it on the Atlantic side and not the Pacific side or something like that. And we said that was a little weird, but now they're doing it on the Pacific side, so now they're getting them. Stopping drugs from probably coming into California and then just doing it out there in broad daylight because Gavin Newsom allows them to do it. Like I said, yesterday driving home, there was 3 guys doing the fentanyl crawl. I counted. It's nuts. And then there's a guy. So I'm driving down the street. There's 3 guys that are cracked down on fentanyl. Like they are doing the fentanyl crawl, which means you're hovered over like a zombie for hours on end. There's always homeless people there. And then probably about 100 yards north of that, I had to stop at a light. And then there's this guy like walking with a wagon, but he was like trying not to fall over. Like gravity was taking the side of his head and wanted to just pull it to the ground. He kept like stumbling left. State, man, we are really a mess here. Really a mess. And the other place that's a mess, and it will become more of a mess, which is shocking that you can get New York to crumble even more. Mamdani cracks in second New York City debate. We covered a little bit of it, but the polls show that while Mamdani is far and away the favorite to win, some also show he would be in dead heat with Cuomo if Republican Curtis Sliwa were to drop out of the race. Many media outlets and analysts say Mamdani looked uncomfortable and hesitant. He also appeared severely rushed. Some of his responses felt like watching a video at double speed. The one thing I have found, if you could take difficult concepts and simplify them down to the core, to the point where you can give a quick and snappy response, that means you know your stuff. The reason why I bring that up is I teach statistics, right? And students nowadays can't handle the long form answer of what truly is the answer. You have to give them a 10-second answer, maybe 20 tops. And you have to do it in such a way that they're actually able to understand to get by the concept itself. Now, if you're taking real statistics, that sucker is a long answer, man. And you're talking a couple minutes, but you got to do it within seconds. If in your campaign, you have the worst attendance record in the assembly and you gave yourselves the highest raise in the United States of America, you went from 110,000 to 140,000, and then you never showed up for work and you missed 80% of the votes. Shame on you, he continued. Whoa. Cuomo also pinned Mamdani. Wow. Is that true? He missed 80% of the votes? Look at this. One of the most damaging moments circulating on social media came when Cuomo directly confronted Mamdani on his inexperience. Whoa. Let me see if we can get that. See if we get that clip for the Patriots here in the chat. By the way, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, hit that like button. Help support the show. It's greatly appreciated. Here we go.
No reason to believe you have any merit or qualification for 8.5 million lives. You don't know how to run a government. You don't know how to handle an emergency. And you've literally never proposed a bill on anything that you're now talking about in your campaign. You had the worst attendance record in the assembly, and you gave yourselves the highest raise in the United States of America. You went from $110,000 to $140,000, and then you never showed up for work, and you missed 80% of the votes. Yikes. Shame on you. Shame on you. No reason to believe.
Yeah, he took the old Joe Biden playbook, huh? You just don't show up and nothing happens. Which we're finding out is a lot of government. I'm telling you, if we go well over a month into 2 months, 3 months of government, I'm really starting to question why do we have the government the way it is? We're all living our lives. And it's the same thing for people on SNAP benefits. If you're able to get by, that just means that you were able to find a job this entire time. So in a way, it's almost testing the system, which I'm totally not against. Now, the sad thing is there's people that really do need that SNAP benefit. You know what I mean? They really do. All righty. What else do we have here? Let's see what this lady has to say. I don't know. I just saw this pop up. Markets are acting positively to this report. So this just came out like 20 minutes ago. I don't know what report they're talking about.
Headline here, markets are reacting pretty positively to this report, coming in, better than expected, potentially meaning that inflation is starting to moderate a little bit more and that the Fed is more likely to do a rate cut come, around this time next weekend. Headline here, markets
markets are reacting pretty good. That was fast. Here's just today. So we got a nice little bump this morning. I mean, you could tell when it happened. Right there. Bam. Bump, bump, bing, bump. I thought, it's so funny. Do you guys remember? I mean, it wasn't all that long ago, yo. I mean, what is it, 10? We'll say, let's be generous, 8 months ago. Just 8 months ago. Remember how they were telling us that Donald Trump was going to destroy the economy, that we were going to go into a Great Depression and that everything was ruined? It's all going to be up in flames. Remember that? This is 6 months. Let's just do a year because we're almost to a year. Now, Donald Trump, this was him with the tariffs. And we're way up here. We're way up here. Just in 6 months. I mean, really, 6-month mark would be the most appropriate one to look at. But we have this to here. So since he's been in office, the S&P 500 has gained almost a quarter. Holy Lord, 24% increase. Isn't that crazy? Joey could never. Jeff says we almost went into a recession. Partially, that is actually true. We did talk about that previously. We actually almost did go into a recession, but that happened during Joey's time. And I think, and this is just my speculation, this is also backed up by other people when I was doing my research, is that you actually had an inverted graph. And whenever you have an inverted graph, it almost has always, I think other than a couple times, has always predicted a recession almost every time. So I think that's why Joey did the checks. I think that's why Joey pumped out the old stimulus checks there. Yeah, we said it was for COVID, but I think he knew. Yeah, I think he did some shenanigans there to save himself. That's what I think. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. There's a couple other things involved in that as well. All right, let's get to some video clips here. Enough of me talking. We went through most of this stuff. There are some clips I wanted to kind of just go. There's no rhyme or reason here. This is like rapid fire. It's Friday episode, so we'll just try to guide you along on what's happening. Well, President Trump says Democratic Party is good for 3 things. Oh, okay. Well, Mr. President, what do you have to say, sir?
Nobody says anything about that, but they mentioned it the other way. No, the Democrats play a very dirty game. It's all they're good at. They're good at a couple of things: cheating on elections and playing very dirty. And they have one good trait: they stick together. They stick together. They stick together through the worst policies that anybody's ever seen. It's unbelievable how they stick together. And I respect them for sticking together, but it's a dead party because their policies are no good. Okay.
True. It's true. And if you notice, the media has done an okay job. I'm going to say okay. It's not even good. An okay job at not completely blaming Donald Trump for the shutdown. I mean, from what I've seen, normally they would just be blaming him left and right over all this stuff and Trump. But no, I mean, really, the stuff I've seen, they're pretty much asking Democrats, hey, they want to do a clean CR. You've done it for 40 years, Chuck. You've done it for 40 years. Why not this time? A little odd. And it's all their stuff, by the way. It's what Joey wanted. It's what they wanted under Joe Biden's administration. So why don't you want to go forward with it now? Little odd, little weird. All right, we got this with Pritzker. This was going viral yesterday. Brett Breyer. Is it Breyer? Bear? Brett Baer? I can never pronounce his last name. It's difficult. It really is. Is calling him out. And I want to point out, watch how this guy lies on national television, dude.
Chicago have the highest murder rate of all the big cities.
Well, we are not in the top 30 in terms of our murder rate. Indeed,
well,
our murder rate it has been cut in half over the last 4 years, and every year it's gone down by double digits. And if you look at all of the violent crime over the last 4 years,
here's a map.
They've all gone down.
U.S. cities, 17.47 per 100,000 population. Chicago is number 1 over Philadelphia, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Phoenix, Los Angeles, New York, and San Diego.
What I'm explaining to you is when you want to fight crime, look, you can pull statistics up.
No,
I can
these are
too.
murders.
I'm explaining to you that our murder rate has been cut in half. And very importantly, Brett, and you got to hear this, very importantly, we've been doing the things that are necessary to bring crime down, right? We've invested in community violence interruption.
Chicago have the highest.
So wait a minute. The follow-up that I would have done was, oh, so you're saying this 17.47 was cut in half? So you were at like 32 plus per 100,000 murders previously, which is exceeding everybody else by far. Is that what you're saying, Pritzker? Maybe if he spent less time eating donuts and shoveling food in his face, he'd get these statistics right. Here's the map of Chicago crime. Wow. Oh, they have actually symbols. No way. Would you look at that? That's cool. The White House posted this past 2 weeks. Look at all the guns. How'd they get their guns, guys? They have the strictest gun laws in the nation, in the entire union. Look at all the guns. Look at all the robberies. That's funny. They have a robbery mask. What else do they have here? It's hard to see. I don't know what the fist means. Is that aggravated assault? I think that's a fist. Is that just the Black Panther movement or the Black Lives Matter? What is that? God, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I know. What do you guys think? You see the fist here? You see my screen? Come on, help me out in the chat, Jesus. Oh, they got a legend. All right, I'm an idiot. The fucking huge white box here. I'm so zoomed in. I'm like, help me out. What's this? Fucking right here. Fucking this huge white box and completely help me out, please. Oh shit. All right, well. I drink some coffee, Brad. How I am. Fuck. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, who else are you gonna be able to laugh at? All right, everybody simmer down in the chat. Yeah, now all of a sudden you're all off my backs for starting a little bit late today, huh? You're like, all right, I guess the guy really did need it. Okay. All right, well, here we go. Everybody settle down. Have fun. Holy crap, that was hilarious. If you didn't find that funny, that's okay. Because as you could tell. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so oh man, it's still hard to see. Okay, you got the sexual assault. I don't know. Oh, okay, it's down here. The sexual assault one's down here. And then robbery, we got... I got that one. That was me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's aggravated assault. Yes. Okay, Jennifer has it. Thank you, Jennifer, for the obvious. Okay, thank you. Yeah, now you guys come in clutch, huh? Oh, after the bald guy make himself look stupid. Now you guys want to come in and save the day, huh? Funny how that works out. Just love making Brad look stupid in front of thousands of people. Isn't that great? Well, always reliable, aren't you? Okay. Oh. Wait, the gun is aggravated battery? Really? Where's our cop correspondent? Aggravated battery, really? That's under really, with a gun? All right, well, hey. Moving on. Oh. Now, some would think this is him dressing up for Halloween. No, this is a casual Monday for Pritzker. That's Pritzker showing up to the office when he actually does. What is this? Oh, yeah. Y'all remember us covering this a year ago? Is it okay if we just go through random clips right now? Because I'm having a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, so I remember covering this like a year ago. 55 public schools in Chicago. And this is literal, by the way. They have 0 kids proficient in math and reading. They spend $30,000 a year per student per year. Wow. Now, when they say 0, they actually literally mean 0. Because, sometimes they say, oh, there's nobody proficient. But there's like 100 or something like that. There's always somebody. And that's just naturally how we talk. So it's important to say, hey, well, there's nobody. Hooked on phonics, anyone?
They passed another one to basically call any move to abolish the Department of Education racist. I mean, everything I don't like is either racist or fascist. Mm-hmm. It is devoid of any logic whatsoever. Basically, I mean, if anything, it's the status quo that is failing minority kids all across the country. In Chicago, you have 50 public schools in Chicago with not a single kid proficient in math or reading, and they spend so much money. It's $30,000 a kid every single year, which is like twice the average private school tuition.
Well, we have the same problem here in Baltimore.
They passed another one.
She's the freaking. Well, we have the same issue here in Baltimore. Oh God. But don't worry, they got everything handled.
I went on vacation with my wife, with some friends. I was incredibly lucky. You have to be to end up ahead, frankly, going to a casino anywhere. It was in Las Vegas, and I like to play cards.
And I like beer. Pritzker's campaign said he'd donate the money to charity. In addition to the casino winnings, the Pritzkers, Mr. and Mrs., reported nearly $6 million in taxable income in 2024 on their federal return. By the way, no word on any possible, casino video confirming the winnings or
Is this a freaking AI? Doesn't this look like a black version of Jesse Waters? Shit, hold on. Oh God, I can't tell anymore. I can't tell what's AI and what isn't. Is this a real guy? Somebody please, for the love of baby Jesus, tell me in the chat. Bet you're really good at calling this out. Autumn, so are you. Autumn, where's Autumn? Please be in here. This looks like a black version of Jesse Waters, bro.
or any word on any possible ongoing investigation. Then again, he did say, Jesse, come and get me. And that just might happen.
Which one's which? Incredible. Incredible. Audi. Wow. All right. Well, hey, we're having fun here. Look, it's, I've always said, and I really do mean this, by the way, before we get to our next clip, I genuinely have a good time doing this show. I did this show with like one viewer for a long time. And you want to know who that one viewer was? It was me. Ran the same way. Same way. Just in the closet. Me having a good old time with me, myself, and I. So thank you for joining me. Well, today, the second highest ranking House Democrat openly admitted her party has closed the government. Uh-oh, now they're saying it out loud. Caitlin Collins. Man, I'll tell you what. Look, Caitlin, you know what does it for me is her personality. She does have RBF. Now, so do I, to be fair. Like, people will not come up and talk to me because I just look like I'm pissed off all the time. I tried my best to smile and laugh to make people happy. She could be a rocket. There's some work to be done here. I'm not saying cosmetically. If she would if she changed her personality, it would, because what it's going to do, what happens within comes outward, right? I'm saying okay, hey, hold on. Let's go to the chat really quick. Blonde. I'm thinking try blonde, lighten up the hair a little bit. Okay. Keep the eyebrows, maybe a little bit slight shaping, a little bit more. You don't need to change the makeup. I like the natural look, and a complete change of personality. And what I mean by that is, look, there's a lot of smart women, but guys love a little bit of ditzy. You know what I mean? Like the girlie with the ponytail, I grew up with sisters, so your ponytail doesn't really sway. See, guys, gentlemen, I'm helping you right now. That ponytail does not sway on its own. Girls make that ponytail bobble back and forth. You didn't know that, did you, some of you? You're welcome. They do that. Now, where are we at here? Well, my ears are big too. Hey, come on. You can't get her on the ears. My ears are big too. Some people have ear fetishes. It's weird. I mean, people have foot fetishes also. Fucking weird shit, but that's not what we're talking about, Hunt. All right, settle down in the chat. That's Dark MAGA. I don't think she needs a nose job. I think her nose is fine. You guys are way up north. Okay, hey, okay, we're moving on. I'm not beating her up. I think she's pretty. I do.
You can answer that question.
I'm just saying, their personality really does, I think, change a lot of what people see in somebody.
is Chuck Schumer and his Democrat colleagues in the Senate. They've now voted
I think she's
a
pretty.
dozen times to keep the government closed. And this is really important, Caitlin. Today, there was a big development on Capitol Hill. The second highest ranked House Democrat in leadership, with Kathleen Clark, admitted openly that they have shut the government down and that they are using hardworking American families as leverage for what? So that they can show a fight against Trump and also so that they can restore $200 billion in free health care paid for by U.S. taxpayers to illegal aliens. Yes, that's in their bill. And it's just part of the $1.5 trillion that they have demanded to spend. We're not going to do that. They know we're not going to do that. And she said in her own words today, quote, "We know that families will suffer, but this is only one of only the leverage times that we have." She said that in her own words, and it was pretty shocking today to hear them say that. They usually don't say the quiet parts out loud. Person who...
You guys are ruthless, man. Dude. Jeez. Why are you guys so mean? Wow. I don't think all those things. Simmer down, Brad. You and Jeff. Hey, should we get shirts made that say "settle down"? That'd be funny. That'd be fun. With a big like bald Brad logo on the back. That'd be cool. Or just a "settle down" on the back. I think that'd be kind of cool. We should make those shirts. I'd wear it. Hey, you guys are ruthless. I think, look, I don't know. I think she just needs a little bit of a better personality, but we only see one side of her on social media. That's what I will say. In the same way, you only see one side of me. Like I'm just a quiet guy. I'll sit in a room for hours on end by myself and not talk to anybody, which happens every day, by the way. So anyways, all right, next one. What do we got here? What do we, oh, yeah. All right. Well, you remember those protests that are still going on? Because people are a little upset that ICE is doing their jobs. It's always crazy to me that people get upset when somebody just does their job. People get upset for all sorts of stuff. I mean, so silly too. Oh, you cooked my burger. It's like, yeah, you ordered a cooked burger, you idiot. Oh, really? It's like, yeah. All right, well, fuck you, man. It's like, what? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? So he went into one of their tents while they were arguing and recorded all this. And what he said was, and this wasn't everything, thousands of dollars of equipment. And I think these right here are those blowers you can get on TikTok. And I think they blow smoke away. I think they're very powerful. I could be wrong, but let's check this out.
Sidewalk for once time. Look at this.
I think those are those blowers. Has anybody seen that video of the lady holding it down and it like blows all the water off the car like instantly? And you're like, wow, that little thing has that much power. I think that's what those are.
Check it out. Look at this. Hey, you hungry?
What do we got here? It looks like a lot of Vagisil. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. They got hands. Look, they have to have it labeled because the idiots can't read. It says hand sanitizer. Yeah, they're out there. I don't know. The funny thing is, you notice everything's in English. Oh, where's all the Spanish stuff? Well, why are we not being inclusive here? So I have to keep pausing. Oh, look, they got baby wipes for their diapers. They're wearing diapies. What is this stuff down here? This is for like some spray compound. I don't know what this is all about. You know, where people are cranking it. I actually have one of these for doing like yard work. What is that all about? Man, we have nurses in here. You guys speak up. Where's the nurses and doctors? And Jeff and Pat, Dave, I see you guys in here. Who else is in here? Hans, I'm just calling out people that act amok. Betch, sometimes you get spicy. You guys ain't doctors, okay? I'm not a biologist. I don't know the difference between a man and a woman. Some people like to act like they're doctors, like me. They got full blown masks. Look at this. I want to keep pausing it. I'm sorry. We'll get to everything. Settle down. They got ponchos. Look, they got a label. These kids are fucking.
Just looking. I mean, there's a lot of it. It's awfully organized. It's pretty nice. Pretty well done. It's community.
Got hand warmers.
Grubby, ungloved hands on
Hold on a second. Did you guys see that? Look at all that water. Oh. Wow. I mean, water's not crazy expensive, but damn. Never talk to cops, never something. This isn't even a great depiction. That face isn't covered.
Good job.
In case you missed it, fuck you!
Hey Amanda, how you doing?
No, actually, I needed it to be zoomed out a little bit more. I needed a better light. Why would I need to do that? I won't shine the light in your face. What do you mean so much? Dude, trashy. Come on, man.
Why are you acting so trashy? Why are you recording people without asking their permission? You do know that's fucking weird, right?
No, they do, John. That was just at the bottom of the bucket. He didn't get that one on camera. The irony. I'm gonna back it up, but the irony of what this guy just said.
You do know that's fucking weird, right? You do know that's fucking weird, right?
This is when you know somebody's mentally ill. I mean, I know you got it right away. Trust me. I know you guys. I know. The irony is the guy's dressed up like he's in middle school or young, not in middle school, elementary school, about to go trick-or-treating, thinking that it's October 31st, and it's not. And it's always the people that are mentally ill are the ones that are calling you mentally ill. You notice that? They're not aware of it. Everybody has that crazy ass uncle or cousin at Thanksgiving dinner that doesn't know they're the crazy one at the table, but everybody else at the table knows that they're the crazy one.
You don't think any of this is weird. You don't think 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 any of this is weird. This is all normal. Do you know what time it is? It's a Tuesday night. Huh?
We know what time it is. We know what we're doing.
The fuck is this, dude? It's like one of those horror video games that you play with like your VR glasses, you know what I mean? Like the demon pops out of nowhere. Like, Jesus! What the hell is this?
Oh, that's good.
Why are you being so crazy, man? You do this for money, right?
I'm doing this for money? If only you knew how much it cost me to be here. If only you knew how much it cost me to be here. It costs tens of thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands of dollars. And I will be here for quite a long time, don't you worry.
No way. They got a finger painting station. Make art, decorate a... Like, can't even write. Look, jeez. It's like... I'm right-handed. It looks like I wrote this with my left hand. Like, they had to throw that on there. F-ice. God, you can't even read this stuff. And I'm good at reading bad handwriting now. Something... cardboard. Okay. Something cardboard. Hippopotamus. Use me.
Ask White. Why don't you ask people permission before you record them? It's trashy.
Because you don't have to.
But it's still trashy.
Oh, speaking of this, you see this luggage right here? Remember I told you I was on Hollywood Boulevard a couple years ago and two homeless people were beating the crap at each other with suitcases in the middle of the intersection with thousands of people watching them on Hollywood Boulevard outside Pantages. Yes, this is what they were beating the crap out of each other with. They had like the arms pulled out. They're just like, bitch. They were going at it. It's crazy. It has to be on the internet somewhere. There's so many people recording it. They have a safe out here. The hell? Oh, this is probably where they sleep because they're furries. You know what I mean? This is probably their bedding. They say cans only, but let's be real here. Once everybody leaves, this is where they get into their pens. You know what I mean? It says, please don't touch, pet only. Alrighty. Well, that's interesting. It's real interesting. What else do we have here? Oh, Pam Bonnie's going after Nancy Pelosi, huh? Oh, Pam. Still want the Epstein stuff, Pam. That's not going anywhere. It really isn't.
You cannot disclose the identity of a federal agent, where they live, anything that could harm them. Pritzker, same ballgame with him. And, you know, Pelosi got a letter today from Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. So did Brooke Jenkins,
Pop-up furry convention. That's hilarious. I'm pausing that shit real quick. Stephanie, that is funny. Pop-up furry convention. Yes, that is why we have the best chat. That is hilarious. Nice job.
Told them, preserve your emails, preserve everything you have on this topic, because if you are telling people to arrest our ICE officers, our federal agents, you cannot do that. You're impeding an investigation, and we will charge them if they think I want.
Pam. I haven't really seen Pam do anything. This is where I need you guys, and I'm being serious here, actually, on this one. What has she done? I've seen Kash Patel and Dan Bongino out there doing drug busts. I've seen the president and Pete Hegseth bombing these narcotics, bombing Iranian nuclear sites. Like, I've seen other agencies do stuff. I have not seen the DOJ really do anything, and I'm reaching out to you guys because, you know, collectively here we might be able to get something. What has Pam done? She's like, oh, I'm going to come out and get you. It's like, bitch, it's been 10 months. Like, you haven't done shit. What the fuck are we talking about? She was able to get the monster who deleted the Ukrainian female on the train to be charged with a federal crime. I appreciate it, Drag. Well, no, I know she has a team. Well, what has the team done? I mean, that makes it even worse. Like, the fuck the team is doing. Maybe something will come out later. We'll get something big.
They have not met me, because we will charge them if they are violating the law. We will protect our federal agents. They're out there working nonstop, as you're showing right now during a shutdown. These people are out there working to keep Californians safe, yet you've got Pelosi out there saying to obstruct their investigation. You can't do it, and we're going to investigate her now, as well as that DA.
Oh, she said Nancy has to keep all her emails because, the Clintons scrubbed their emails before, so you better be keeping them. This one's hilarious. So you know how Donald Trump, he's destroying the White House. Yeah, you heard that right. Yeah, he's destroying the White House is what we're being told, even though he's building a nice big old ballroom, which is beautiful. Oh, it looks so nice, Donald. Well, Rachel Maddow, she needs to just grow her hair out, man. When she finds out her employer destroyed the White House. So remember how they're basically taking donations to build it. It was all privately funded. Well, Comcast Corporation's in it.
Oh, hold on. To at least 3. Can we put up the graphic of this? Thank you. Do we have it? I think I'm going to have to hand this off. Yeah.
Okay, this has to be fake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is fake, but it's funny. It's funny. So you got me, Alex. You got me. You did. Well done, sir. Well done. It's true. I bought into that. Well, here's Jesse Waters talking about the ballroom.
Sounds of jackhammers, CNN, and Barack Hussein Obama.
Sounds like you're building another wing to the White House, but we appreciate you keeping your focus.
You can't even imagine, TJ. It's going to happen for the next 2 years. All of the banging, the jackhammering, the dust, the confusion, the noise of all places to do construction is happening right here, the front lawn of the White House.
This is September 2010.
It's a 4-year renovation project. Estimated cost, $376 million. Your renovation project. Estimated cost, $376 million. $376 million. $376 million. $376 million.
Okay, this is Barack Obama. Okay. wanted to make sure we all got that.
Barry tore up the White House and spent $400 million in taxpayer money during a recession.
Yep.
And what did he have to show for it? New pipes and a basketball court. That's it. Translation, the contractors took Obama to the cleaners. Trump spending less, $300 million on a big, beautiful ballroom, and you're not paying for it. No one's allowed to play ball on Barry's court, but you are allowed to dance the night away during Trump's third inauguration.
Smart ass Jesse.
But Hips isn't. He's ready to impeach.
Hips.
Running the largest pay-to-play scheme in the history of the country. Oh my God. And probably soliciting donations from people who've got business before the United States government. And all of this is going to have to be investigated. It will. All of this will have to be uncovered. It will. And these people are going to be held accountable no matter how long it takes.
They're going to impeach the president for the third time because
he's building a ballroom. It's just so silly. I mean, Trump derangement syndrome it will be studied for a long time, man. It will. There's no cure. That's the problem. There's no cure. These people are stuck with it for the rest of their lives. I had a lot of fun today, and I appreciate all of you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me here on the Bald Brad Show. If you're new here, let us know in the comment section or the live chat. We would love to give you a shout out. We do this each and every day, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the Bald Brad channel. We're on Kick. We're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X. I mean, heck, you could pretty much find us anywhere and everywhere. I hope all of you have a blessed weekend. Check out Spooky Adventures. Check me out on TikTok as well, as we are growing rapidly. And God bless all of you. Make sure you read your Bible. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Pray for this country. Pray for Donald Trump. Pray for our patriots in the chat. Read a piece of scripture. And I'll see you next time here on the Bald Brad Show. Take care, Patriots.